I'm talking about the effects of teenage pregnancy. You know that the teenage are between the age of 13 and 19. Are you getting me? 13 and 19 years. So people or person between this bracket of this age, they are the ones that will call teenagers. And meanwhile, those people are still under the guidance, under the parents, under the control of their parents. They are the ones that are taking care of them, feeding them, doing everything for them. Even they are still learning. For those that are learning, for those that are going to school, they are going to school, studying. So now, the effect of a teenage pregnancy, this time of their teenagehood, that's it. If you come to the girls, that's the time they are seeing their period. They're starting developing. So they start seeing their period. And if you come to the girls and the boys, that's the time that their sexuality, they start having the sexual intercourse, the feeling of what to have sex, because they are producing sperms. So now the effect of being what having teenage pregnancy, because of this stage, that's it stage they have the urge, have the feeling that they have arrived. eh this will make them to do things that they're supposed not to do. But as far as their parents, our parents, we are there to guide them. They will not default. So the causes of what some teenagers, causes of teenage pregnancy, we have the causes. Number one is what? Poor parental upbringing. So the causes of what teenage pregnancy, I say number one is what? The poor parental upbringing. When the parents are not taking care of, not teaching them adequate, giving them adequate love, and not caring for them and giving them attention. Number two is what? Irregular behavior of the children, the way the children behave because of the attitude they are seeing, or because of their parents are not teaching them the right way to go. So they have the kind of behavior that people will look at them and say, "Now, wow." Then another one, the third one is what? Inadequate counseling and what? Guidance. When you are not guiding your child, when you are not taking care of them, when you are not giving them adequate counseling, telling them, if you do this now, do this, look at what it will result to you. Then number four is what? When parents not providing the what? Basic needs. Parents will see that the child don't have pants and will not buy pants for them. Their shoe, their top, they will not have spoiled, they cannot replace it or buy a new one, and change clothes for them, cover their body, shelter them, provide them, even eating. Sometimes you see children that will go to school and they have not eaten. When they see somebody without dash them money, they will, from there, when you dash 1, 2, 3, the next time, whatever that person asks from her, he or she will do that. Then another one is what? Pay pleasure and pay pressure. When a pleasure, you feel people are your pay, the way they are having the fun, you want to join. Then and pressure, the kind of friends you have leading you, persuading you to do that thing that you're not supposed to. I said number five is what? Peer pressure or peer pleasure. When a child is seeing his friends or her friends having fun, doing the things that are not supposed to do, the kind of having boyfriend, you feel like he or she wants to join them and do that thing they are doing. And the pleasure, when a pressure, when your friend, their friend is persuading them to do what we are doing now. Belong. You don't want to belong. Those things lead them to what will cause what? Teenage pregnancy. So they have to do what? When these children, these are our teenage girls, boys, can't listen to their parents, and start following bad friends, it will lead them to what? Having sexual what? Intercourse. And it will lead them when they have what? When they have this sex, with unprotected sex with the male, it will lead them to what? Pregnancy. And there are other things that it will not lead them, not only what? Pregnancy. So the effect of what? Having what? Pregnancy. There are a lot of effects. What it will be harmful. What number one is what? The effect is what? Number one, disruption of what? Education. When they start going to school and they become pregnant, they will drop out. They will drop on the road because they can't carry pregnancy and go to school. Then number two is what? Risk of health problem due to what? Pregnancy. You might contact HIV, AIDS, any other infection that will lead you to one problem or the other, that the health sickness, you start having health challenge. So number three now is what? Number three of the effects of teenage pregnancy is on not having the fund to do what? To feed or clothe the baby. If you're pregnant and you're born, how can a teenage girl have not started working? Where can you get the money to feed the baby, to eat, stock of to feed the baby, to breastfeed her? It's not easy now these days, So that is the effect. Then another effect of this causes is what? Loss of friends and family goodwill. Family will leave you. They will not wish you well again. They will be cursing you. You have bring shame to us. You have do the. You will not live long. You will not see the good thing in your life. Then friends will run away from you. Hey, that girl have become pregnant. It's not my friend. They say it's a friend. It's not my friend though. you see it. Then the fifth one is what? The risk of what? Contacting diseases. You will contact disease, and which will lead you to one problem or the other. Contact disease. Even when you are having, you might be trying to get abortion. It may lead you to death. That's number 6. It can cost you your life. When you want to abort the baby, it costs you your life. So, my dear, adolescents should do what? To prevent all these things. 1. Adolescents should avoid premarital and what? Extramarital sex. To avoid this. Then, open communication can help everyone in the family. Parents, teenagers, talk to your parents whenever you have problem, you have issues. Relate to your parents. Your parents, please. Then, another prevention measure one have to do is what? Say no to pressure from what? Friends. Say no from pressure from friends. So engaging in sex and what? Drug abuse. Then parents should play their role of responsibility. Are you getting me? To their children. Play this role. Responsibility. God have given you these children for you to guide them. Play your role. They are at their own teenage level, so that when they grow, they can be capable of taking care of themselves. Then again, parents should do what? Allow their children to do what? Express their thoughts and feelings, and listen to them. When your children come back, listen to what they are saying. Know what is the problem what they saw on the road, what they are passing through, and give them a good advice, and so that they can grow with it. And with this, it will help them to grow, and it will help them not to follow bad friends that will lead them towards a place that's not supposed to go, and not leading them to have what? Extramarital sex. Then my conclusion today says to avoid contacting sexual transmitted disease or infection, and for you to live long. Are you getting me? For you to live long, or for you not to have a broken heart or guilt or regret in life. Let me repeat my conclusion. I say my conclusion: to avoid contracting this sexual transmitted infection or disease, please. And for you not to have a lifelong emotional issues such as regret. Start regretting what you did in your life, broken hearts, and what? Guilt. And also death of what? The girl. In case of the person want to attempted to do what? To do abortion or abort the baby, and having a bastard in the house. She born a bastard. Or what? For your parents to send you out from the house, to avoid all these things, losing of friends, to avoid it, what do you have to do? Say no to what? Premarital sex. When you get there, when you become adult, you will see your own man, you see your own wife, and you will do it the fullest. When you get married, you do it, you will enjoy it more. I always tell my children, I used to tell them that they will enjoy it when it's time. But this particular time is not yet time for you to enjoy sex. So whatever you do here now, you are sinning against God. So always bring God first in whatever you are doing. These are your teenage friends. Let them take them as your brother and your sister, not as your. I used to tell my class people when I'm teaching. So they always ask me something. I say, please take your classmates, because it's mid school. So their parents, their teenagers, everybody, whether it's your siblings, the ones you senior, you're an adult, you have somebody you can talk to, please let us join hands together to teach these beautiful girls, beautiful boys that we will have within our environment, within our families, in the school. As I was saying, I do tell them, stop all this thing that is because it's providing for you, giving you money, 1,500 every time. I say, leave it though, you will regret it if you open your laps for your classmates. I used to tell them, you people are still teenagers. When times reach, you will regret what you did now. So please, dear parents, guide our teenagers. Dear teenagers, behave well. Don't allow peer pressure to affect you. Tomorrow, if you become pregnant, they will leave you. So as you listen, as you obey, may God bless us all in Jesus' name. Thank you for listening. From me, Chidima. Thank you. I remain Chidima, your friend. Bye.